Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so let's get a look at, oh, I didn't plan that. I'm wearing my mushroom shirt, but I also have the mushroom deck. So really interesting, but let's get into what is it we can see that my viewers need to know about their connections at this time. The connection in general, their counterpart, the heart space, in their heart of hearts about their counterpart. What is worthy of taking a look at regarding manifestations, intentions coming up? What are the best actions to focus on taking at this time? Of course, just take it if it resonates. Don't try to make it fit. What is the biggest challenge at this time? Spirit-guided solution for that challenge. And energies in the near future to be aware of. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the collective that joins me here? What is it that these amazing people need to see about their conscious love, soul connection, relationships at this time, in this energy? For some reason, I want to mention the Cancer full moon that we just had, still wreaking havoc on some aspects of the connections, transparency I'm hearing, but also Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. So we've got purpose emerging, and we've got integrity, honesty coming to the forefront. What is the energetic, the practical energetics, the quantum, the instruction we can get on the highest, and what would my viewer's person actually say to them about how they're experiencing the energy right now? What is the, so take it, flippy floppy it if you need to, but we're going to do for my viewer. So if this is not you and the sentiments from the Hermit deck are more you, flop it as you need. Okay, so conscious mind about these connections. The Emperor and tenderness. Ooh, okay, so there is a theme here. I'm getting, for many, this is divine feminine I'm reading for, and looking at the lack of tenderness with their Emperor. Take gender how it resonates. The masculine polarity is going to be more in this rendition of the Emperor, but tenderness says, tenderness activates our capacity to open our hearts and approach the world and each other with gentleness and care. So this is the actions of care, emulating the sentiment of care. So it's one thing to think we care, to say we care, but this is the curiosity, viewer, that you may have about your person. Do they actually demonstrate care through their action? So with this in the inverse, you might be considering whether or not you see enough care and gentleness exhibited in order to still be attractive from this Emperor energy. This is also not wanting to control the situation. If this Emperor is not interested in actually taking care, tender, gentle action towards this connection, this feels as though this is the thing that will promote actually letting go of this connection. What else would warrant that except a genuine lack of care? What is the energetic thing here? Universal attunement, repatterning, and guidance. So coming up and out of the underdeveloped, earthbound, limited ways of relating and going back into this cosmic, the safety, I want to say, of the cosmic. Ain't nobody got time to play with these lack of care kind of connection stages. We've got to go back into the solace of the cosmos to withstand those droughts, connect to source. Well, that is Suki barking her head off out there. What would your person say to you? I'm in so much pain. So viewer, your person isn't necessarily able to offer you anything right now because of the pain that they are processing. And so they also have equal opportunity to go back into this cosmic safety, healing, gentleness, just as you do. But it doesn't serve anybody if everyone goes into this pain. I think it came through a couple of days ago that it seems to be one and then the other, so that it's a tandem effort in the energetics, but it's not overwhelming to both at the same time at this level of consciousness. Okay, so I can't be what you need me to be when I'm like this. I'm trying to figure it out. Have mercy on my soul, I just heard. So a great deal of unconditional love is needed and required when somebody is actually in too much pain to show up for you and be what you need. That means you need to be what you need and they need to be what they need. And then we can all get together again. Is that a song? Okay, so that's a beautiful, tender message. So if you're not seeing tenderness from your person, it's time to give tenderness, because what goes around comes around, viewers. Okay, so what can we see for your specific person? 8 of Wands, that's the telepathic energetic sharing, and sure enough, we have divine masculine here. These are both in the inverse again, so the frequency of divine masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. So this energetic sharing is not productive right now. The divine masculine, whether that's you watching or your counterpart, is balancing out these energies right now, this focus, and preparing to bring dreams into form. So this pain needs to be transmuted before this process can fulfill, and we get mastery, accountability, and acceptance. So this is, when push comes to shove, this is the master class. So we've been on these journeys, and now it's time for the divine masculines to bring these ethereal dreams into physical form. My goodness, Suka, I've never heard her be this action taking. Okay, so ooh, you are wrong. What I heard with this is, I'm not gone. I'm working on bringing these dreams in. You judged me wrong. If you don't think I can do this, just you watch. I'm in pain right now, but just you watch. Stronger than ever, better than ever. Just you wait. Give me a little bit more time. You're wrong. I'm not caving. I'm not a coward. I'm not running. You're wrong. Just you wait, is what I'm hearing. So even energetically, the masculines are recoiling here. And it's taking the pressure off a time crunch regarding pleasing the feminine. And the masculines are saying, I'm doing this for me. I'm going in. But if you don't believe I can do this, you're wrong. That goes for everyone in the masculines' realities right now. I'm hearing this is what miracles are made of. This is where it goes 180, goes from 0 to hero. This is where it clicks. So these masculines are slingshotting back right now, is what I'm hearing. And they are processing their pain, and they are getting this on track. When we're looking at transforming our dreams into form, it's a very sacred experience, because we need to be in the zone. So these masculines are just in the zone right now, viewers. Okay, what can we see on the heart space? 8 of Pentacles, doing the work, and alchemy. So yeah, this is transmuting lower vibrational things into love. Alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic we all hold inside. So believe in your masculine, because you're wrong if you don't believe in them. They are in pain, but it's with a purpose. They're utilizing this pain to fuel them right now, to actually overcome, to actually let go of the things that have been holding them back, is what I heard. The magic we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Exactly. So this is the process of digging deep into that inner alchemy. These masculines, you're digging into this inner alchemy, doing this work. What's happening in the energetics? Okay, so I'm also being told, because this is on the heart space, there is a beautiful connection with the feminine that's helping fuel this, even if there is some wedge or disconnect right now with this imbalanced energy that's desperately trying to balance in time. Ooh. Radon atom, autonomy, self-fulfillment, non-reaction. So right now space is needed. It may look like one thing on the surface, and it may be an entirely other thing under the surface. So feminines, if you felt you needed to take a step back, it's really to benefit your masculine right now to come into this inner alchemical balance point where they can hold their own and, you know, prove everybody wrong. You, the karmic situations, the own inner critic, this is them stepping into their wholeness, alchemizing, doing the work, pushing through into actions, making dreams reality here, mustering the courage. And only they can do this. What is it they would say? Be more selfish. So don't condemn them from being selfish right now. What they're doing is one of the most generous things a human can do, is heal. So that now we can be of service. Now we can be on purpose. Now our imposter syndrome and our egocentricity is calmed. So sometimes when we're tempted to say, who do you think you are, or what gives you the right, or why are you doing something, or when somebody says that to us, that's the resistance that can propel us to doing things for the right reason and refining our energy. So these masculines are saying, focus on yourself right now. They've got to, for once, stop people pleasing and giving to everyone else, and they have got to buckle down and get real. So they know there's this squeeze. It's like, see all this red? It's like 911 urgent here. I'm not saying bad things happening. I'm just that level of intensity, like they can't put it off one more moment. On the heart of hearts, for your person, what can we see? Or for your connection, Wheel of Fortune and Conception. Conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So feminines, if you're watching this, go into that meditation where you believe that your masculine can take it to 0 point and find this way. Don't pin them as selfish right now. Don't criticize them for being in pain and not telling you about it, or, you know, trauma bonding or confiding in you. Let them fuel this becoming their sovereignty through this pressure cooker they're in right now to figure it out, to get it right. And go back to that seed point in you, feminines. In time, when you both have this, that's divine timing. Now, masculines, if you're watching this, you've got this. You've got this, and you can have that same vote of confidence for your feminine that they can tap into what really matters here. And when everybody has come into 0 point, that's divine timing. Wow, and we get 0 point. Hydrogen atom, number 1. Consciousness, beginning, and faith. So this is bringing everything into focus that really matters. Paring it down, transmuting, coming into the essential. So this means a lot of karmic closure is going on and a lot of revelation coming in for what happens next. What would your counterpart say? They are waiting for you. What I'm getting from this is being in the inverse is that your person doesn't know if you're waiting any longer, viewer. It feels like they've got to be willing to risk the fact that they can't drag you through whatever they've got to have click inside of them right now. They can't concern themselves with whether you're going to still be there when they're done whatever they need to do right now, because that's only going to add some weirdness and some intensity in that is going to be counterproductive. So they are trying to get it out of their mind as to whether you're still going to be there when they come through this process or not. But it's challenging for them because they don't want to let go of you and have you float off into space, is what I just heard. So they know this is the only shot the two of you have, is for them to be self-realized and bring their dream into reality, whatever that means for them. But they have to let you go in order for that to happen. It is really painful right now because this is the first time that your person has ever truly, really relied on themselves and gone into the unknown alone with their connection to source. And that may resonate for you, viewer. So flip it if this is the case. What can we see for the manifestations my viewers are meant to be looking at? The High Priestess and union. So be still and know. Keep your eyes, your ears, your energy aligned with union. You don't have to do anything. The High Priestess is simply just sitting there in mercy and humility. Just having compassion on the whole scenario, staying in union frequency, broadcasting that out as a beacon, a pillar into this dimension, into this world. Union says, activates our ability to unite our outer and inner aspects towards a state of wholeness. If you're afraid, if you don't think your counterpart can come through this, then you're not in unity consciousness. You're not in love. You're not in faith. You're not in this wholeness. So bring yourself back into that. Bring your whatever you need to be to get out of judgmental energy, to get out of fear, to get out of ego. Come back, come back, come back, and be in unity consciousness. What can we see for energy? Cellular light, bioluminescence, self-illumination, simplicity. It's that simple. What you do within you to bring back into harmonic resonance, it happens in your connection. And what would your person say? Oh, they would want to tell you to wait, but they know that it's not unconditional love to do so. So they're just, again, going in without giving you the heads up. They know that this is go time. They know it. They know this is 0 point. They know it's riding on them. They know their whole future, their life, everything they need to do from here on out hinges on what's going on in their world right now and how they come through these things. They don't want to disappoint you, but they also don't want to disappoint themselves first and foremost. So stay in this happy place, in this balance. You've been training all of your life, viewer, to be in this level of Om at this time on the planet. What is it that my viewer can focus on manifesting? 6 of Wands, being right with God. In the inverse like this is not about boastful public acclaim. This is about you being in right with God energy. And 5th chakra, which is your throat chakra, supports our ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. So don't be pointing the finger with judgment, ridicule, envy, malice, condemnation. Don't do that. Be impeccable with your speech. Be impeccable with what you want to be focusing on, which layer of reality you want to highlight. Don't talk about the things you don't want to manifest into your reality. If you catch yourself feeling those kinds of ways, transmute it into something that's more honoring, more righteous, more holy, more balanced, more pure, more appropriate. And speak those things truthfully. Don't say what you don't want. Talk about what those fears are masking that you actually really do want. Be essential. Communicate essentially or not at all. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, right? Okay, what can we see for this energy? Temple of centering, solitude, seclusion, grounding, belonging. You've got to bring this sense of home, safety, grounding, wholeness into your core. It's never been more important for you, for your counterpart, for humanity to hold this balance point as a pillar. Again, I'm getting the imagery of these pillars. These are our connections to source. When you fortify your connection to source, you become a pillar of light. From space, the people who are connected to source would look like these pillars. And this just gets brighter and broader the more you fortify that connection. So it starts with this cellular light, and then it's like huge highway, super highway of channeling energy between you and source. Okay, do you even care? So your person is having some mixed feelings about what you are feeling right now. And this is just a projection of their own insecurity, because we know you love them so much. But just know this is flippy floppy energy. If you're catching yourself wondering if your person cares, don't go there. Remember, utilize your perception and your communication internally and externally wisely. Don't go there. Your person cares, your person loves you, and you love your person. Stay in the light. Stay right with God. Stay right with Source. Don't buy into devil energies right now. There's something like that. What's the biggest challenge? Wow, the Tower and reflection. I'm hearing what goes around comes around again. So if you fear that something out there with your person is afoot, bring it back. No puns. Is going on. Leave feet out of it. No feet in our mouth. Then bring it back to you, because this is the revelation, the Tower moment that says whatever you say I am, that's what you are, right? It's this reflection. I'm rubber, you're glue, but we have supports our growth through the insights we gain from the contemplation of self and others. So this is a Tower moment. This is the biggest challenge, is that anything you see. So I was actually just talking to my little kiddo about something today, about a crush at school. And basically the guidance that came through was there's 3 things to consider when there's someone you're interested in. What do you like best about them? What drives you nuts about them? And what inspires you about them? That, and that are all reflections of you and reflections of where you're at. So again, what do you love about them? What do you get bothered about? And what inspires you that you don't currently think that you have? So, yeah. So cute, out of the mouth of babes. So these were the things that my kiddo said. What do you like about them? Their genuine smile. What bothers you? A little clingy. What inspires you? Good at soccer. So, like these reflections, it's in the energy, I tell you. And when we can actually take that cue from the other person and see what we are reflected, why we are finding that person relevant, it's that simple. Okay, what is the energy coming in? Intention, mental breakthroughs, and ideas, right? Set the intention to have this conscious reflection. Otherwise, it's just floating around in the ether around you and you're not maximizing it. It would be happening to you, right? You'd be getting these manifestations that look like they're coming out of nowhere to impress this stuff upon you. But if you're proactive, the challenge is being aware enough and setting the intention to do this consciously so you don't have to have hard knocks lessons. What would your person say? Ooh, I'm almost ready. So this is what's standing between being ready and not. It's this reflection about the value, the relevance, the messages that we're getting because of these new and unusual combinations of people. But what is the solution to this? Attraction and 2 of Cups. Admit the chemistry already. I saw 23. So attraction says, amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey towards inner balance and harmony. Right on. So that little message, the challenge is understanding that what attracts us is something we already fully approve of in ourselves. What challenges us are things that we don't fully honor and embrace in ourselves. What inspires us are the things that we are desiring to go towards. So attraction is talking about focusing on the things that bring balance and harmony, and amplify that focus on the things that we love. Turn on the sunbeams and the shadows are illuminated. There's an affinity here because the 2 of you are more alike than you know. And this is about celebrating. You found another one. Okay, and the heart is awake. Love, innocence, and reverence. So focus on the love. The 2 of Cups, that's the love. This is the attraction. Focus on it. Allow it. Give it permission. What would your person say about this? I don't want to lose you. So right now, you've got them thinking. You've got them thinking about, how their pain runs the show. You've got them thinking that they want to prove you wrong and stand up. They also know that they have to be selfish and they want you to be good on your own right now. They don't want to make you wait for them, but they are a little nervous to see because, you know, they are waiting for you and wait. Like they really want to beg you to wait, but they know that's not righteous to do. Like they've got to trust their connection to source and let it play out. They do feel like they're going to be pleasantly surprised because they are getting ready for something. What? Because they're asking if you care and they don't want to lose you. So, I mean, they're trying as fast as they can to come through this evolutionary process and focus on the love. So you keep focusing on the love too. Okay, what is the direction in the near future? 9 of Wands, putting down the guard and abundance. So when the guard is put down, you know, this can be a card of perseverance and just utter exhaustion. So there could be like overwhelm and exhaustion right now, but abundance activates our ability to manifest the wealth we need and the sense of fulfillment that comes from a heart and soul that are overflowing with love and gratitude. So it's building. We have to cultivate it by focusing on it. So we're not meant to be focusing on the fear, the things that could go wrong. We're meant to be treating these connections as positivity generating machines. We're meant to be making love, dare I say, making love. And this is saying that this is the key to the abundance here, is cultivating this ability to focus on the love, not fear, and to deepen it. What is the energy? Whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. So love and above. Keep going higher with this. You are not foolish to look at the love here and to celebrate it and to cultivate it and to be accountable for it and to grow it. That means at this stage, you know, everybody needs to generate this right attitude within them. And this seems to be what the masculine polarity is coming through, the confidence boosting, eradicating imposter syndrome and stepping up to be the masculine that the feminine, divine feminines need here. This is where wealth and sense of fulfillment and heart and soul overflowing with love and gratitude is coming from. It's like masculines choose to look at the love and feel grateful for this gift you've been given. This is, and it's going to come together. These are destined connections. Don't fear. Focus on the love. That will fuel this process. And please give me time. I've never felt like this before. So that's in the inverse as well. So again, this waiting energy, like, are they going to wait? But then also this trust coming in. That when we focus on love, we already have it, and that generates more. Okay, let's get one more message. Wow, I'm being drawn to the Starseed Oracle. Is it Beyond Lemuria? Yeah, it was the Beyond Lemuria hiding underneath of it. Okay, let's see. All right, what is it that we can see? Freedom. So transformation, dragonfly here. That's a 25 card, 2025. Anyone? Put 2025 as the year. So living the life you love. Yes. Freedom, allowing for this process. It came out in the inverse. So this is deeply calling it in to each of us as individuals. Root for your counterpart right now. They've got this. They're coming through it. It's mirrored. Focus on the love so you can just make more and more love. A shift in, or liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration into your life. Okay, so that third piece about what we love in someone, what we're challenged by, and then what inspires us, that's the life work. You know, inspiring each other mutually like that is living purposely together. Discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitations, unbounded, creative expression, choice over obligation. Unconditional love is choosing love freely because you understand. You have to be aware of what the choices are. You have to know the opposite in order to be qualified to know beyond a shadow of a doubt what you're choosing. Okay, so this realm of duality, and there we have union showing up again, coming full circle and healing that dualistic love versus fear, coming into righteousness. You know, we start with this knowledge of good and evil, and over time we become more and more righteous, and it, you know, the ego's like, but you won't have choice anymore. It's not fair. But you don't want to make the choices anymore. You just want love. Okay, I'll leave you with that. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.